You usually go for a film look, like film emulation.
Yes, you can also try to emulate film with pure film emulation. If it's done right, you can do it quite successfully. I think it has to do a lot of the texture of the film, that or the material, the image, does it feel inviting, right? Sometimes you see these days there's a trailer. When you see a movie trailer, there's a trailer of the trailer in front of it sometimes, right? Where they show you 2-3 quick frames for people who have no attention span. And in those couple of frames, you immediately can tell subconsciously like, oh, this is something I want to see, or this feels maybe cheap, whatever it is. And it's hard to put your finger on what it is, but it's usually the texture. You need the right lighting, the right lenses, the right texture to make something feel cinematic. It's when people talk about what's the film look, right? Like there's no such thing as one film look, but there's something, I think, common ground where I feel most audiences will watch this and say this. They don't actually think about it, right? It just feels like a cinematic. That's what I like about digital days. Everyone, you and I, we can have our own film stock. I can have my Markus film stock specifically for that project. So you can shape how does light react in the shadows, how colorful are certain primary colors. And I don't believe in the early days of DI, there was like endless grading and messing with the image to get it in a certain place. I feel like by creating a certain color space that restricts everything into one bucket where you say, these are the goalposts of that film, like you maybe don't want to have super nuclear red colors and your blacks are maybe not super crunchy, or maybe you want them crunchy. You can create your own virtual film stock, and that's what I like and always do. Sometimes I start from scratch, sometimes I start with something I've used before and modify it. For different cameras and sensors, you need to maybe start from scratch again.